this video, I'll be speaking about how I plan to make six figures off of wholesaling real estate. I'll be sharing my past experience with burnout, overworking myself, and trying to become a perfectionist. If you ever felt like you've been doing all the right things and still not getting nowhere, then this video is for you. One of the main reasons why in my past attempts on this same journey that I'm on right now, previously, I tried to become a perfectionist. I felt like I had to plan out each and every day, every hour. I know for some people that works, but it just didn't work out for me. At that time, I was working a 9 to 5, working construction, wanted to do the gym after, I wanted to do wholesaling, I wanted to eat clean, and it was just a whole bunch of things piled up into one sheet that determined whether I'm doing good or I'm doing bad. It got to a point where everything's starting to become overwhelming. All this self-help habits, waking up early, reading a book before you got to go to work, or, journaling everything and making sure you're on time. And when something doesn't go your way or something doesn't plan out like how you planned it, my brain would be like, oh man, I messed up. Everything that I did was all for no reason. And this constant push of me working hard, doing all these things, at the same time, I felt stagnant. I wasn't getting any results. At least I didn't think I was. And also I wasn't aware of delayed gratification. I wanted that instant. I wanted my mind to tell me, okay, you did it, you're good. But that's not how it works. Working a 9 to 5, especially in construction, and what I was doing ironwork, and doing that, and also wanting to become a wholesaler. That ultimately kind of what led me to pursue becoming a wholesaler, is accumulating money to replace me going to work and doing iron. After work, I would make some calls. And mind you, I'm in California, and that market at that time that I chose to do was in Louisville, Kentucky. We're 3 hours apart. I only had about 2 hours, and I was still learning at that time. I'm still learning now, but that was in the very, very beginning. And it just wasn't working out for me. I wasn't being intentional. I was just doing it to say that I'm doing it, but I wasn't doing it with a purpose. I was just making calls. I wasn't focused on proper cost structure. I wasn't focused on making a connection, building rapport. But ultimately, day by day, old habits, slipping into old habits. As I fell off the train and kind of gave up on everything, got myself in a rut for must have been for a few months or so, eating bad again, making bad decisions. Ultimately, I had to go get down in my darkest hours and speak with God, let him know everything that I was going through. That wasn't the final say so I knew I had a greater purpose. And so as I started getting back into the mindset that I'm in right now, 1% better each and every day. I know you heard that, and that is true. That's some real spill. I just focused on winning the day. What can I do today that'll make me get closer, one step closer to what I'm looking to achieve? And goals change, dreams change, but I just knew I had to get back rolling again. Sure enough, I got back on a good meal plan. Ultimately, also, I was the heaviest that I've ever been, which is around 235 pounds. I've always been around the 200 mark, and that's also one big reason why I got back into this. So, started getting back on the meal plan, got myself into the gym, starting a detox on a whole bunch of things that wasn't doing me any good. And then I got back into learning again about real estate, wholesaling specifically, getting around the winners, getting around successful wholesalers, getting back into the community, and just having that feel for it again, having that drive again. I came to realize that it's more about progress and not perfection. It's about the destination, not the speed. So day by day, laying down a brick, building that foundation, staying consistent, that's what it's about. Delayed gratification. We have to trick our mind and keep going, doing the things that we don't want to do, the income producing activities, and just go with the flow. Once I start letting go of strict timelines, strict timestamps, planning each and every hour of my day, I started to work more efficiently. I started to, get more traction. I started to focus on the things that matter the most in this business, which was, having quality conversations, talking to leads, making offers, building rapport. I was able to focus more on these things because all the other things, the health, the mental awareness, all that good stuff, it played a role. So once I started stacking my wins, it played into other areas in my life. You know what they say, this is a marathon. We plan on being in this for the long run. So everything that you're supposed to go through, all the people that you're supposed to meet, all the things that you're supposed to accomplish is going to happen in due time. And when things don't go your way, typically that's a sign that you weren't ready for it. And that's something that I've learned, firsthand. Things that if I could look back and like, wow, why did that happen? Why didn't this go my way? And now it's safe to say that I wasn't ready. Focus on one daily habit, don't overdo it, and get that ball rolling. And then add something else on it. Okay, cool. I'm able to do this, throw something else in there, and just go as you go. Everyone's journey is different. Comparison is the thief of joy. We all know that. So what works for you might not work for me. And that's okay. You know what they say, you can't measure what you're not tracking. Or what is it? You can't measure where you don't track. So just set realistic goals. How I like to do is I kind of just plan out my week like, hey, if I get enough conversations, if I get enough offers, then I'll be okay. And some days I don't get those, and that's okay. And it is what it is. If you keep showing up, keep doing the work that matters. If you keep planting these seeds, soon enough you're going to have a good big harvest. We got to be able to stack these little wins because ultimately those are the ones that are going to keep us going. If you have this whole space in between, that it may not work. You might want to give up. But if you stack these little wins, you build momentum. Okay, cool. I got this. I got this. I got this. I was able to accomplish this. I did this. Okay, you know what? I didn't do this one, but hey, man, I still got those. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Keep pushing forward. Be great. Keep becoming. Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, trying to become a perfectionist, I feel isn't a good way to go about what you're looking to accomplish. Just focus on incremental, goals, timelines. Be realistic. One thing at a time, brick by brick, keep showing up. I hope you guys were able to, take some value out of it, and we're getting some good momentum going into the new year. If you guys have any tips or anything that helped you guys out on your journey, feel free to drop them in the comments. I love to kind of see what you guys got going on. My name's Abdil. Peace.